The name of this next horse is Hoof Hearted, but listen to the call.
Hoof Hearted on the extreme outside. Colorado Co-Ed, Toast a Dozen on the inside. Quester's Jet, Hoof Hearted on the outside, it's close. Hoof Hearted in the winner's circle.
¡Claro que sí! ¡Ay, ja, ja! ¡Sí, señor!
What is up, pod people? This is another episode of Hoof Hearted. I am Doc, and with me is Mex. Mex, what's up?
It's going, Doc.
Yeah. What, did you say what's
Sorry.
going?
How's it going, Doc?
Oh,
Sorry.
how's it going? Okay. Sorry.
No, it's cool. It's my fault.
Has something in your throat?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I'm not going to ask.
nothing gross.
Okay. All right.
Nothing gross.
Did I end up getting you like halfway through a hit or what?
No.
okay.
It's just, I didn't clear my throat.
Oh, okay.
But like I said, with Bakersfield area, my allergies and shit, you know.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Yeah, my allergies suck, dude. Yeah. This Bakersfield area. That's why when COVID was happening, I'm like, nah, dude, we're good because we already breathe in this shit. I think we'll be all right. But I still ended up getting COVID. So
I mean,
I'm not a doctor.
pretty sure I had it like recently, but fuck it. You get it regardless if you have all the 17 vaccines.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, COVID I think was making a little rise, but Valley Fever, dude, Valley Fever is that is coming on strong this year, actually.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, because my girlfriend was telling me her dad got hit with something like that was described. When she described it, I was like, oh, yeah, that's Valley Fever.
Yeah,
Because my sister got that like 15 years ago.
yeah.
And then, because does it always, because I'm not 100% sure, but does it always like leave your face kind of numb and slope? You know what I mean?
No, I think that's something else.
Well, she had gotten it from the Valley Fever.
Okay, well, yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's other
her
things
immune
like,
system or something was so low that it gave her that as well.
yeah, like Bell's palsy or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. My bad.
But I mean, Valley Fever is fucked up, and it'll stay with you forever. Like that's, I mean, it's bad, and it's kind of like pneumonia, but it's like a pneumonia. Like your lungs never recover after it. So yeah. Anyways,
Well, that's on the rise. Everybody, be careful with your 9 to 5s and and
out there in Bakersfield,
and just don't be scared to live though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Get out there and enjoy your what?
Valley Fever is only in a few places, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, but then there's those horde immunity people, and they get something and they go to a different state or country and they spread shit, you know. Fucking.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that happens with
I'm just fucking around, dude.
Yeah, I don't think that happens with Valley Fever. I don't think you can spread it to other people. I'm not sure.
I don't know either. All I remember is my sister had she did like quarantine for like months.
Yeah.
Like she didn't really come out of her room. We just like, fed her, watered her like a plant.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then because I remember because it was like weird times because we'd go to restaurants for like other people's like birthdays or like celebrations and shit, and like she couldn't join us.
She was just staying at home.
Yeah, it was fucked up time.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to like anyone that goes through it, it sucks.
Yeah,
like you said, it's
pretty shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Valley Fever is in Arizona, California, Nevada, and New Mexico, and parts of southern South America, and like in in California, it's the biggest. You're most likely to get it here in Kern County. So that's like the biggest area. So, and yeah, there's a couple other places. I don't know. I'm looking at the map, but or looking at some maps, but it's mostly Southwest America, North America, and then including Mexico and then a little bit of South America, and it fucking sucks. So
Little bit of Monica in my eye.
yep, that's right.
But
But if you,
remember when that shit was my jam because I listened to Radio Disney as a kid?
oh my god, dude,
Fuck.
I remember the Disney version, and it was he was doing like a little bit of Minnie in my life, a little bit of. It's like what?
No,
Yeah, it was
yeah, no,
weird.
no. I mean, I think I remember hearing that one from time to time, but they did play the real version.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I know. I forgot you listened to Radio Disney.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, dude.
Aaron Carter was my shit,
That's
and no one knows him now except for the fact that he done did himself.
Yeah, didn't he
in
die?
I think the bathtub again, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What episode was
So,
that?
I don't know, but someone in the comments let us know.
Yeah, I think it was.
Burrito, get on it.
Yeah, I think it was a conspiracy episode that we did.
Probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, that's what are we talking about again?
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about deja vu, dude.
Right now?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about deja vu. I'm just kidding, dude. That was what we talked about last week.
Well.
You're like, holy shit, dude. You're like, whoa, dude, I'm having a deja vu moment right now.
Put the pin over there for a little bit.
Yeah. You're like, this weed is good. No, we're gonna talk about our elevator pitches, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about ideas for games, comics, movies, TV shows, just everything entertainment wise, just stupid ideas that we have or stupid ideas that we have heard. If you listeners have a stupid idea for a movie, a TV show, game, comic book series, whatever, you can message us at the Hoof Hearted Podcast. I think it's just Hoof Hearted Podcast at Instagram. And then I am Doc Farted on Instagram. Mex is the _Mexalorian. If you want to watch him play his video games, you can watch him on Twitch. His the _Mexalorian at twitch.tv. If you want to watch us take a shower, you're a pervert. And we're not going to do that. I think that's about it, right?
We can like stream some older games together because Doc over here got a PlayStation 5.
Yes, I do.
And he showed me that shit the other day.
Mhm.
And he showed me his TV, but I was what?
I'm just like, you came over. I'm like, dude, look at this pile of shit. You're like, oh, no way. Yeah.
Add to it.
Yeah, fuck, dude. That episode, that was so fucking funny. That's like one. I think that's one of my favorite moments from our podcast is when you were talking about the pile
It's the
of
only
shit.
clip we've ever made.
It is
We
the
gotta
only
make more
clip we've ever
clips.
made. Yeah. What episode was that?
Talking shit.
I think it was Talking Shit. Yeah, the first one. Yeah, we just came out with a second Talking Shit 2, like Boogaloo. Yeah,
Just wait until the Talking Shit 3, guys.
Talking Shit 3. Yeah,
Sharknado.
Sharknado. Fuck, that's great. That's great. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna do elevator pitches. That's what we're gonna do. And if you have an elevator pitch that you want to call us and leave a message and tell us your elevator pitch for your idea, you can call us at area code 661-379-0020. You could also text us on that line and leave your elevator pitch. If you don't know what the term elevator pitch means, elevator pitch is basically when, like, let's say for example you've got a script in your hand and you're running into an elevator and you see an executive there and you've got the amount of time that it takes for you to get from the first floor or the lobby, whatever, all the way up to the 12th floor. So you've got to make this pitch for this movie idea that you have, this script, and you got to do it that fast. So that's what an elevator pitch is. Basically, it is a quick pitch of your idea. I am long-winded. None of my pitches are elevator pitches, so it's all long pitches.
So your elevator is going to floor 100.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, my elevator pitch, I usually have to hit the stop button.
We're just gonna hit the fire.
Yeah.
But real quick.
Yeah, and yeah. So, and then what I do is I just annoy the guy in the elevator until he gives in. So, yeah, that's what we have to do. I'm gonna start with an idea that I had for a comic book, and this is, and I think I've told you this idea before, and it could be a comic book or it could be like an animated series. But I don't know. I kind of like the idea that it's a comic book more. I would like the art style to be kind of not like super dark, but like a comic book, like I guess maybe a little bit like Batman or something. But it's Santa Claus as a pirate, and I could see it in my mind, like what Santa Claus looks like, and he's fucking badass. But the whole idea was that he's sailing the seas, and that's whatever. Somebody ends up stealing his list of who's naughty and who's nice. And I think it was like a bunch of penguins, but I can't remember exactly. I mean, it doesn't really fucking matter, but the list of naughty and nice gets stolen, and now he has to go find them. And he navigates with like a snow globe. So he uses like the snow globe as like a map, and he kind of navigates with that. And he's got a peg leg with a jingle bell on it. And for the Jolly Roger, which is the flag, it is a skull and crossbone, but instead of crossbones, it's candy canes. And you know how on like the front of a ship they usually have like the bust of like the top half of like a female. Yeah. This one, it would be Rudolph. So
I was gonna say a reindeer like body, but Mrs. Claus top.
Nah, it's got to be Rudolph, man, because Rudolph is the one that leads the sleigh. Yeah.
All right, Mrs. Claus is bottom, and Rudolph's.
Yeah, no Mrs. Claus, at least not that I've thought of yet. But so the idea though is
she's a modern character.
Yeah. The idea is that Santa has to find his list, but he goes to all of these like different locations, and like let's say for instance he has to go to the Easter Islands. I don't know if you know what the Easter Islands are.
Yeah, it's the statues, right?
Yeah, the big those big four-headed looking motherfuckers. But so he goes there though. Yeah.
I know how they got there.
He goes there. He goes there, but all of those big statues have like bunny ears, and and so it's Easter Island, but it is he has to fight the Easter Bunny while he's on Easter Island. Basically,
yeah, that's fucking funny.
yeah. And then there was a one. He ends up like coming up along the East Coast of America, and he has to fight. He has to fight like the forefathers, like the presidents, because it's like President's Day kind of a thing. So basically, all of our holidays that we have, Santa has to fight all of these like holidays. You know, St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day, he's got to fight Cupid. He you know, I don't know. Just a lot of that stuff. So that was the idea for Santa Claus. He would have a pirate's hat, but it would have like that the white like I don't know what it's called, but like the feathery, the fluff on his white hat. But he's got a red pirate hat, and it has that white fluff all the way around it. He wears like a red vest, so he doesn't wear like a whole jacket. He's wearing a red vest that's like or I guess it'd be
Cut
more
off
like,
sleeves.
yeah, no sleeves. Yeah, but he's wearing like a what is it, a duster. So he's wearing like a red. It's almost like a red duster. So, and then no sleeves. He's got black gloves. And then he's got the big belt buckle, and he's got like a peg.
Did they have gloves back in like the pirate time?
I don't know, but he wears gloves.
Because you said duster, and when you said duster, I pictured knuckle dusters on him too. Can we add knuckle dusters?
What are knuckle dusters?
I'm the executive right now. Knuckle dusters, brass knuckles.
Brass knuckles?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he could have some.
I have those, but do them in the candy cane colors.
It could, or it could be instead he just puts on brass knuckles, but they're jingle bells. So when he punches them, it does a jingle jangle.
The jingle. Yeah. Or like at the bottom, it will have a bell. It'll have a bell. But
have it
what
like
I'm
a
thinking,
candy cane.
maybe he also has 2 candy canes that when he pulls out, it becomes whatever weapons he has. I don't know. There's a magical aspect to that. So sorry, this is your elevator speech, but I was just wondering about that.
This is what I wanted you to do. I wanted you to like think of stuff on top of that. So
I want him to have weapons, obviously. So
yeah,
if he has 2, there's the option for him to pull them out, and he could turn one into like the old style gun and then a sword.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's pretty badass.
Yeah, he could have
that'd be cool as fuck. I like it.
Ornament hand grenades.
Well, he needs something to stick with him. But
to stay with him. Yeah, I know. He has some sort of like candy cane sword, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there will be options later on that his elves could make like grenades or something.
Oh, and that was the thing. Like all the people on the ship, they were all elves. So yeah, of course. I mean, I didn't say that, but I figured it was
implied. Santa.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, man, it was. I don't know. I felt like it was a great idea, and I actually was writing it briefly with this dude named Jason. He was going to do the art, and I wrote the first comic, and he said that it was too short, and I was like, all right. I've never done a comic book before, and I don't even read comic books, so I didn't know how long it needed to be, and I didn't know how to I didn't know how to storyboard for it or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, but I don't know. I liked the idea. I wish I kept all of that. I don't know. Maybe I have it somewhere, but yeah, that was the idea for that. Yeah,
that's a good one.
Thank you for chiming in, man. I want you to chime in on stuff. So
yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Do you have any ideas that you have wanted to? But there was something that you told me the other day that I thought was good. I don't remember what it was.
Let me find the text. But I was thinking right now too. Just it's a little mean,
It's mean.
but I mean, not in the sense because there's homeless or bum simulator and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
But Final Fantasy, but homeless. So they
Oh,
would be in
dude.
like their attire. Like you could like change like legendary outfit, epic outfit, and stuff like that. But they always it's always gonna look homeless.
Yeah.
Maybe like some of them have gold or like platinum colors or something like that. There's jewelry options, but you mainly have to fight like store managers, security
Fucking love it.
guards.
Yes. I love it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was just thinking like that'd be pretty fucking fun.
Dude,
And
that would be great. Like homeless RPG, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then so obviously you're gonna make friends along the way. They have special power. There's gonna be a wizard one, a warrior,
Uh-huh.
a dwarf,
Oh,
because it's also gonna be
by the way,
in like Lord of the Rings fashion.
yeah.
So
Oh,
you
dude, yes.
you will eventually take
Mhm.
drugs and have to fight a dragon.
Mhm.
So there's that too.
Yeah.
But what were you about to say?
I was gonna say something because you said something that reminded me. I picked up a dude who is a big fan of One Piece, and
Okay.
I know that you're a big fan of One Piece. And he said something about like it's starting to it may be coming to an end soon or something. And
It depends because like the author said 5 years, I think 3 or 5 years.
yeah,
But he always I guess kind of talks vague, so it was like 5 years in real life or 5 years in the story.
yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
because like the last time he said something like that, it was 2 years, and then he did it or 3 years or something like that, and he did the 3-year time skip.
oh, okay.
So, but that's like hearsay, that because I've just heard stuff like that. I didn't experience because I jumped into it late. But yeah, I mean, I hope it's like doesn't stick around for not stick around, but for another 25 years because I want it to stick around, obviously. But it'd be cool to see it like end
Yeah.
as well. Here pretty soon, not like tomorrow, obviously, because there's a lot to flesh out still. But there's so much to flesh out. It's like when people say that, it's just like that means he's just gonna not tell us some stuff. So that sucks.
Well,
But sorry, go on.
it was funny because the guy was saying like he hopes that if it does, he's like they better show us what the One Piece is, and he's on. And I swear to God, I'm gonna be so mad if you find out that the One Piece is the friends that we made along the way. And
Yeah,
I
no,
thought
well,
that was so
the
fucking
author
funny.
said no.
I thought that was so fucking funny. Like,
But yeah, no, because a lot of people have said that.
yeah, well, it's hilarious, and I
Yeah,
think it'd be great if
no,
it was.
I think it's gonna just be like a block or like like a part of like an island. I don't know.
A gold bar.
Eh,
It's a
yeah,
Snick-
just One
it's
Piece.
A, it's a
Literally
Snickers.
just One Piece.
It's a Snickers, and it's like it's like the whole time the One Piece has just been like a commercial tie-in, a product tie-in the whole time. You're like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, they really did this. They pulled it off.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, I did pull up that text that you sent me.
Yeah, I just found it too.
Yeah.
And because a lot of these like public domain figures now, because I just saw a video about the Mickey Mouse Killer movie,
Oh, okay.
and then there's a Pooh Bear movie where he's
Mhm.
killing people too.
Yeah.
So recently on the way to LA, I saw a sign of Smokey the Bear. It made me think, man, California's been on fire. And this bear's probably pissed off. What if
Mhm.
he just started fucking killing people?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man. Like, so a Smokey the Bear horror movie should be something that people are like wanting.
Yeah.
Like I said, we've been causing fires. He's been telling us for years. Only we could prevent it.
Yeah.
But we're causing it.
Yep.
This dude's mad.
He's pissed.
So yeah, I figured like either like Jason style, kill him in the forest,
Yeah.
or like if it's a sequel type thing, like one he murdering him in the forest like a ton, just like 20 fucking kills,
Just seeing.
and then the sequel he goes to New York.
Yeah, there you go. Just seeing Smokey the Bear like slow motion walk out of the flames as he's like holding the head, It would be,
Yeah,
yeah, that'd be fucking dope, dude.
yeah, it'd be fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's a great
So,
idea,
yeah.
dude.
I feel unless he's not like public domain or something, I don't know. I feel like he should be by now.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It should be he should be a murdering bear by now. We already had Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
Come on, catch up with the times, Hollywood. Dumb bitches.
Yeah, exactly. What was I gonna say? There was you were talking about like the homeless RPG, which I think is fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
I think that there is not enough representation of homeless people
And you know what?
in media.
Fuck it. All profits from that game
Help the
should
homeless.
go
What?
to the creators. No, there should be some. If because there's Bum Simulator, man, and it's
Yeah.
kind of fucked up because I think it's like a $20 game, right? It's like, does any of that? Because it is like none of them are like cool looking or anything. Like I hear what I'm saying is like literally Final Fantasy style, big titties, muscled fucking yoked dudes. They're just homeless,
Gotcha.
They're just
Okay.
druggies or something. But they
Yeah.
they got big anime titties.
Yeah, I don't.
Maybe one of them has a machine gun arm or some shit.
That
Yeah.
Yeah, that one I could go
Machine
for.
gun
but
leg. That'd be cooler.
Yeah. Rolls in a
so-
wheelchair,
Yeah.
but he always rolls backwards because he pushes with his one good leg, and then, and then he rolls in backwards, and then he turns around and starts shooting with his gun leg. Yeah.
He has
No.
a spinning move where he does friendly damage too.
Yeah.
But it's
there you
cool
go.
because then he gives us alcohol to heal
Mhm.
us.
That's right. Yeah. Or like fentanyl. They'll drug the enemies with fentanyl.
Yeah, fentanyl grenade, fent grenade.
Yeah, a fent grenade. There you go.
We have the
Like-
Molotov cocktails,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
Fentnades. So honestly, this would be a pretty fun game.
I think so. Yeah. We could.
And like I said, profits will go. It is going to be a $60 game, but profits go to the homeless. It just depends on how many games. That's when we could say we actually made profit.
Yeah. A percentage of the profits.
Yeah, and only like 2%. Go fuck
Nah,
yourself
we could do
with that.
more than that, but
We're just
whatever.
getting them some Happy Meals.
Just give them a ham sandwich.
Yeah.
No, but I was just gonna say, man, I feel like homeless people are not represented enough in entertainment, and I thought it'd be great if there was
Last time was Waterboy for a movie.
I guess so, yeah. I was gonna say, I think that they should do recreate Seinfeld, but with homeless people. So,
Or was it New Girl?
I don't fucking know, New Girl. So,
Yeah, you haven't seen anything,
no.
man. Because imagine 3 guys in a loft, and they're looking for a roommate, and the new girl in town, pretty cute, just comes in and becomes the 4th roommate. Now imagine them without a home.
Well, yeah, I just think it'd be fun. I think it'd be funny if, so anybody who's familiar with the format of Seinfeld, early on, he would open the show doing stand up. I think it would be funny if the show is opening with some guy who's just like holding a brush and he's telling jokes in front of a brick wall to like a bunch of dogs and like mannequins. And then he's just telling jokes. And then it cuts to like, all the characters doing absolutely nothing. Because the show Seinfeld was supposed to be a show about nothing. I can't imagine a group of people that do more nothing than the homeless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're doing a lot of drugs, but, you know, something's got to stop the voices. But, yeah, I just think that the homeless...
I felt like you experienced it when you said that for a second. That's why I'm laughing. It was like, damn, that was heartfelt, dude.
Yeah. But
Fuck.
I think, and I do think that it would be great if whatever proceeds end up being made do actually go to help the homeless. And I also think that it's really fucking stupid to say they're unhoused. Like, I know that they're saying, oh, they're not homeless anymore, they're unhoused. It's the same fucking thing, dude. You could say homeless. They're homeless. They have no home.
It's like calling a colored person a person of color.
Yeah, but they...
Yeah, I
how many
hated
minutes?
that term.
How many minutes in are we before we got to the race? Anyways,
I don't know.
I think
That's my fault. I'll bring that shit up because it's words, man. But
yeah,
but it's funny how they just flipped it around. They're like, no, it's good now. You're protecting them. Shut up.
yeah. I think that if you're saying it's it is a houseless person, then you're trying to say that even though they don't have a house, they at least have a home. Home is where the heart is, and that is a cardboard box or a sleeping bag out behind the Walmart. Like, no, dude. No, fuck that. I think it's worse. But that was my idea. I think a Seinfeld show of homeless people. I think it would be funny if the very first episode was a 100% like line for line remake of the very first episode of Seinfeld, because I just think that would be funny. But they're all homeless. Because let's be real, dude, it is expensive to get an apartment in New York City, and yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Like anywhere, unless it's like
Yeah, really anywhere.
mid US anymore.
Yeah. The Midwest, yeah. Anyways, that's my idea for that. What else did I have? I had another idea. It was kind of an idea for sketches, and basically it was two guys throughout history that they would just be at like these major events, and they would just be like complaining. Like I just like the idea of like two guys like in the back of this big crowd, and they're like, dude, look at all these people. What the hell's going on? And then they like tap on the shoulder of the person in front. Hey, what's going on here? They're like, oh, they're crucifying somebody. What? Okay, again? And then they're like, no, this time they're nailing them. What? You gotta be kidding me. And then they're like, who is this guy? Oh, it's some guy named Jesse. And then they're like, and then they're like, that's wild. And they're like, look at all these people. I now have to walk all the way around all these people to get to where I needed to go. It's like, I'm gonna be late. Look at this. I'm gonna be late. It's like, this is ridiculous. Excuse me. And then trying to get through. I just think it'd be funny if they're just complaining about everything, and then just whatever.
He gets to the front, he's like, and this guy, put a fucking shirt on.
Yeah, exactly. They're sitting there and
He's bleeding everywhere.
He's bleeding everywhere. It's like, give the guy some water, for crying out loud. Just that was just the thing. Like they would just complain about everything. Different events that I think would be fun. Hitler giving a big speech, and they're like, this guy again. I swear.
Boy's so mad.
Yeah, he's so angry. And look how short he is. Yeah. So-
Like, that's why he's
and
doing
look,
this.
look at that little shit stain he has on his upper lip. He thinks that's gonna catch on. So fucking ridiculous. So ridiculous. Yeah. So
Yeah, just call it the complainers.
Yeah, the complainers. Yeah, but that was it. Like, people complaining about everything, and then or they could be like at they could be in the audience with Abraham Lincoln when he gets shot. And I know the Whitest Kids did a sketch with that. That was funny. But these two guys,
the best ones.
these two, yeah, it was. Yeah, that was really funny.
The
But
most quotable ever, dude.
Yeah.
What you want, badass? Skinny fat ass? It's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Ah, he's hitting me. He's hitting my butt.
But I think it'd be funny if, like, after Abe gets shot, the two of them are just sitting there and they're like quietly talking. They're
So
like,
fucking loud.
so, dude, my ears are still ringing. And like, yeah, mine too, and then they're like, did you see that guy jump from the balcony? Totally ate shit. It's like, he's like, what I would have done? I would have like tucked and rolled. There's no way I would have, like, he probably broke his ankle. There's no way. No, the guy is not. And you know what? I saw him the other week in a play, just stupid shit like that, and then complaining is like, this is the first time I've been to this show. I wanted to see the ending. Now I've got to come back. You think I could get my money back? Just shit like that. I think it'd be funny. Just two guys that complain about everything. Big events, Hindenburg going down, just events throughout history. I think it'd be funny. So
Berlin Wall coming down.
What?
The Berlin Wall coming down.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Other events.
The Boston Tea Party.
Yeah. The two of them are like actually like going into the water. They're like trying to scoop out the tea.
No, they're like,
grab
we're
the
gonna
box.
swim.
Yeah.
The fuck, guys.
Yeah, they're in their swim trunks. They got like towels. They're like, dude, really? It's like, yeah, I don't know. I thought it would be funny, man. Thought it would be funny. And then I have this one other idea, but I'm gonna save it. Do you have anything else?
I have one,
You have one? Okay.
and it's like conspiracy
Okay.
based. Because I always said, because it was born in a small fake debate I did with the round earther.
Okay.
But I want to call it flat.
Uh-huh.
If it became a thing, and it's gonna, the first episode is gonna be a meeting of, what is it, like all the political minds or whatever the fuck they want to call them, but their talk is how to avoid an asteroid from hitting the Earth,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone's decision is pretty much, no, it's fucked, just get off. So they decide to go to Mars.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as they leave, they all turn around and they see the Earth is flat,
Uh-huh.
and misses the asteroid misses the Earth and hits them, and they die. Guess who they left on Earth? The flat earthers, and they're all livid. So it's the flat Earth party, baby. So yeah, that's what it is. That's what it's called,
Gotcha.
flat.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
For a minute there when you were starting, I was thinking, oh, dude, it's gonna be about like, how it was gonna be like like how the politicians or scientists or whatever, how they were hiding the truth that it was a flat Earth. Like how
No,
at first I thought that's what it was gonna be.
Ignorant to the fact
Okay.
in this world.
I like it.
No one's diabolical. No one's hiding shit. They're all trying to do what's best for humanity.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something I passed over. I apologize. But the reason they leave the flat earthers is because the high scientists for the flat earthers is like, no, guys, the asteroid's just gonna avoid Earth. Remember, it's flat. And everyone looks at them. They're like, all right, no, let's fucking leave them. fuck those guys. So that's
the
why
high
everyone there,
scientist.
there's a flat earther, and they stayed
Yeah,
around.
all
Everyone
right.
else left.
I like how you're like the high scientist. Like there's a,
Yeah,
there's a
there's a level to this shit, man.
yeah, there's rankings. Like he's got a fucking crown.
Well, you know
geez,
the guy
a crown and a
that
lab coat.
tried to launch himself into space to
Yeah,
prove that it's
yeah.
flat.
Yeah, didn't he
He's
die?
the top. He's the top one.
Yeah, didn't he die?
Well, he was the top.
Yeah,
They're looking for a current top right now.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're holding audition. Yeah, that's funny, dude. I like that. Yeah. I had I'll give one more idea. I had this idea for a I had this idea years ago, and I saw somebody kind of do something like it, but not entirely. And I was like, dude, that it upsets me because I feel like my idea was better. But basically, what it is, these I like ideas of two people, right? Two or three, because to me, I feel like you could bounce jokes off of each other. And then if you do two, then you can add somebody else that can, in each like episode, you can add somebody else to kind of like change things up. So these two guys are in they're in their basement. Like this guy, he lives in his parents' basement, and he is both of them, like they smoke. They're smoking some weed, and all of a sudden a portal opens up, and they go through the portal, and they find out that this bong is a time traveling bong. And so every time they want to travel through time, they go ahead and they smoke this weed. The thing is, though, is like say they go to they're in like a medieval times era, right? And they're like, who's that? And I'm like, oh dude, I think that's Joan of Arc, man. And they're like, what did she do? And then like, oh, she built this big giant boat. So like the whatever. So like she's building this big boat, and it's the flood, but it's Joan of Arc, right? And basically like all the history stuff is wrong, like completely wrong. And like I don't know, I just was thinking of some other stuff too, but all their history is wrong, and that's because they didn't actually go through time. Like at the end of the series, the very end of the series, you would find out, this is spoilers, you would find out that, yeah, spoilers for something that never is going to happen. But you find out that they've been in the basement the whole time. They just got high and poisoned by the fumigation that was going on because they were having the house tinted. But because he's a fucking idiot, he totally forgot that day was the day that the house is going to be tinted. So him and his buddy are both high as fuck and thinking that they are traveling through time and seeing all these historic events. But the thing is, though, is because it's all the stuff that's in their head and they don't really know anything about history, all of it's wrong. So they know enough to know of historical people and historical events, but to know the details, it's completely wrong. So it's kind of, I guess it's a little bit like drunk history, but I think drunk history is a little
drunk history, but actual like drunk.
Yeah, like these people,
because drunk history, they're just reading from a script.
Yeah, and they're
and slightly drunk.
Yeah, and
this
they
is
know
like getting mega stoned and then fucking high off fumes too,
and then trying your best to remember shit that you don't really know anything about.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think fuck. What's that? What's the chick's name with the diary? Anna Frank.
Anna Frank. Yeah.
I had to say diary to
Yeah.
pull it out of my head. Because I was thinking it'd be fucking hilarious if they're like going through. They see they're like, oh, we're in an attic. Oh, who is that? Oh, it's Helen Keller.
Yeah, dude. And then she's like, no. Dude, shh, shh, the Nazis are coming. No. Like, just stupid shit like that. Yeah.
So yeah, that shit that'd be fucking hilarious. Actually,
Yeah.
god damn.
Yeah, I love that idea. I think it's fucking fantastic. It'd be so much fun to like to do. I mean, I think it could be a cartoon. Like, I think that would be best as a cartoon because then you can kind of get away with more shit. But you know, like I could see it as like a Rick and Morty type animation and stuff. So yeah, I got a bunch of ideas. I mean, fuck, I even wrote a screenplay. You know, and that was it was ridiculous. I thought it was hilarious. I wrote it with a friend of mine. I end up having ideas all the time, and the problem is I don't have focus. So the guy that I wrote the screenplay with, he was able to kind of like, you know, get me to focus. So it was good. He was a good writing partner. Unfortunately,
Every time
he left.
you guys would just sit and write, he'd be like, "Get back, get back to it."
Yeah.
Or because how would he do it?
No,
But
basically,
sorry, unfortunately,
yeah, no, unfortunately he left. Like he moved out of town, and you know, and also too, like when we wrote the screenplay, I was supposed to be working. I was selling stuff door to door, but I was just sitting there at Starbucks writing with my buddy. And then my ex-wife, like because she didn't think anything was funny. So like she thought I was stupid and whatever. I'm not gonna get into that, but
that's a whole other podcast.
yeah, that's a whole other podcast. But yeah, I mean, I always had all these ideas, and what he would do basically is I would start saying, I would say, oh, this would be funny, you know, and then would do this and do that, and then I just like go off on like some other tangent. I'm like, oh yeah, and this would be funny. He's like, hold on, let's go ahead and let's go back to this part. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, and then I you know, kind of go back into that part. And I mean, there were so many things I'm sure that I thought of that didn't even make the script because I was having to, you know, come back. Like I would, you know, go off the handle, or not go off the handle, but I would just go off of the path, and then he'd be like, okay, you got to come back. So, but I thought it was pretty good. It was pretty funny. The script was. So
But if it's the one I read, because I read most of it when you showed me it first, and it was fucking funny. I enjoyed it.
yeah. I mean, it was basically about a group of guys that live at a house, and they all have minimum wage jobs. At least 3 of them did. One of them was a con man, and they were living in this crappy house, but the rent goes up. They never saw any of the notices that the rent was going up, because you know, you get so many days, of course. So they had numerous notices, but the paper kept getting thrown away or misplaced or whatever. So now they had like 30 days to come up with, you know, an extra $500 or whatever. I can't remember how much it was. And they're, you know, basically the whole screenplay was them trying to figure out how they were going to come up with an extra $400, you know, which for some people, I know in like a lot of movies, like it would never be like that little amount. It would always be like but I mean, in real life, dude, like having to come up with an extra $200 or $300 when you're already living paycheck to paycheck, like that's really fucking hard, you know?
Yeah, it could be a bitch.
Yeah. You're like, I don't know if I could suck that much dick. So, you know, but anyways, yeah. So that's the
Only
whole,
by the dollar. Fuck, man.
yeah. So that was the whole idea of that screenplay. A lot of goofy shit that was going on, and a lot of it was like based off of things that happened when he worked at Albertsons. I worked at Long's, which is now CVS. So I mean, I worked at a drugstore. He worked at Albertsons, and the movie takes place like at a drugstore. So it was kind of, yeah. So, and it was supposed to be like during the 90s. So then that way it would be a little, yeah, the jokes would make more sense, I guess. So, but yeah, I mean, it was a fun time to write that, and I would love to get my ideas out there. That's why I'm hoping my kid can actually animate, because then I would definitely like to go ahead and use them to animate some of my ideas, because that would be fun. Yeah, I'm not gonna pay him though.
Well, I was gonna say, are they
I gave him life.
close to that level yet?
No, they just started learning the 3D animation, so they are about a week ahead of everybody else, so that's cool. So
Nice.
yeah, but anyways, I think we should wrap this up because I gotta take a shit.
Sure.
All right, cool. I'm gonna play these horns. You got anything else to say?
Nah, just guys, hit us up on the Instagrams and have a good day.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Thank you, and send us your pitches, but don't pitch a tent.
all right, so pictures.
No, God, no, not pictures.